Join me today as we take a look at a Lego set, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing Mech. This is the Geek Cabal channel. My name is Bobbie, and today we're going to be looking at this Lego set here, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing Mech. For those of you who've been on the channel for a while, you probably saw the videos I did a while ago about the Stormtrooper mechs. Put one of them together on the video, like we're going to do with this. We're going to do like a, high-speed build after I get it built. So this is going to be similar to that. I have finally got some kind of setup here at my house so I can do some of these things because people's schedules aren't quite lining up. Don't have everyone else here, but we'll see what we can do. Now, I commented whenever I built the other one that I thought it would be, at first I thought it would be unlikely that they'd make these for the Rebels because this seems like kind of advanced technology, but then I realized nothing in Star Wars is actually advanced technology. It's all the same stuff that's been around since the Old Republic, just more refined, better tuned, greater percentages of output and input and whatnot here, there, and wherever over the last 5,000 years. So if combat mechs do exist, they've probably existed for a while, which means the Rebels would probably have them. Of course, none of it's canon, because these don't exist anywhere in Star Wars to the best of my knowledge, nor do the Imperial versions. And looking at the leaks for next year, which will be 2025, because this is late 2024, looks like we're getting probably some more of these next year. This was the only one that came out in this wave. The first wave had the Stormtrooper, Vader, and Boba Fett, and there was just this one. So we'll have to see if it's going to be another character, and if so, who. Maybe Han Solo. I don't know. It kind of makes sense, I guess. Yoda would not make sense. Princess Leia would eventually make sense, but she wouldn't be my go-to after Luke. And all this is assuming it's not an Imperial. Now, the others seem more like battle armor, whereas this one seems to obviously take inspiration from the X-Wing, because it's called the X-Wing Mech. So I don't know if that means if we're going to see TIE Fighter mechs for the Empire. We're going to see an X-Wing mech for Wedge. Was it Red Leader? Porkins? I'm all for it. Let's see Porkins get the respect he may deserve. I don't know. He gets high praise in the X-Wing novels, actually, if you folks haven't ever read them, from the old EU. Better than any of the baloney that's in the current EU. So, yeah, we're going to open this guy up and put it together. And like I said, we're going to see that in kind of like a high-speed loop. Then, since I'm probably not going to be doing commentary as I build it, but I might, I don't know. So I doubt I'll have the full speed version at the end, but I might, I don't know, I'll just have to decide in editing. So there might be a thing at the end where you get to see it at normal speed, but probably not. So, it's going to be, I'm going to cut the speed down so it doesn't take the probably 10-20 minutes it's going to take me to put this together. So, let's get to it. So, there you have it, folks. The building of Luke Skywalker's X-Wing mech. So, a few comments. Showed you there's a lot of extra parts with this one. The wings for the X-Wing are all on ball joints, so they're pretty easy to kind of get out of whack. His lightsaber's there on the back. Obviously, that's kind of bizarre. I mean, it's a toy, but if it were actually on, it would be cutting through the mech. You can hold it by the lightsaber blade. And then, of course, you have the mech scale lightsaber, in case you want to fight Darth Vader. But also the gun. And this is nice. The Rebel symbol's a printed piece, not a sticker, thankfully. But overall, it looks, pretty similar to the other mechs. Got a spot for his pistol down there. And, yeah, just it's pretty nice. Ball joints, a lot of places you can pose it different ways. It would have been nice for some kind of controls inside of here. There are not, but it's a detail you're not going to see unless you actually open it up. And then it's nice that there's like the engines for the X-Wing back there on the back, the purplish colored dots there. So I presume that means this thing can fly. One feature is maybe it would have been more expensive, but maybe if it had some kind of like transforming feature, like if the legs could extend out and become the front of the X-Wing, and maybe a second set of wings that are longer would come with it, something like that. Just that would have been nice, because as is, you're stuck with this kind of weirdo, like the Imperial ones. Like Darth Vader isn't in like a version of his TIE fighter. Boba Fett's not in a version of the Slave One. The Stormtroopers aren't in, I don't know, whatever Stormtroopers would be in. So the fact that his is kind of modeled after a ship, it's different from what the Imperial side did, and I think technically more advanced, which again doesn't make any sense. So if it had been like a transforming kind of deal, that would have made sense. At least would have seen what they were going for. Still would have been more advanced than the Empire has, but maybe they'd make up for it with, like I said, maybe there's a TIE fighter mech coming out soon. But anyway, I do think it looks pretty cool. It just, from a lore perspective, there's some sketchy things going on here. But from a toy perspective, it's pretty cool. I think kids would definitely enjoy it. I'm definitely going to set it up. Have Luke here use his X-Wing fighter to lead the charge with a bunch of rebel soldiers against the Empire or something. I don't know. But overall, I think it looks pretty cool. And I think it definitely goes pretty well with the other mechs. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Commenting and sharing and things really help us grow the channel. If I can find this, this should be for sale on Amazon, so I'll probably put the affiliate link down in the description if you want to go that route. But obviously I bought this at Walmart, so there's other places you can buy these. These are been out for a few months now. I've been waiting on have some time to actually set things up to record building things. I actually have a pretty good backlog of sets that I'm going to hopefully be able to record. I'm going to have to refine my setup here a little bit. I've got like a boom arm, so where I was recording is directly over top. I'm going to have to figure out how to take it up higher so I can get more of my table, because I also have a TIE bomber that I want to build, and it's considerably larger than this. So, and then a really big spaceship. So, not Star Wars. It's a Galaxy Explorer. It's an update of an old Lego space set. So anyway, like I said, like, share, subscribe, that fun stuff. Comment down there. Do you have these? Do you are interested in these? Do you think the mechs are an interesting addition to the Star Wars, even though they're completely non-canon? Would you like to see other weird, just random non-canon things that Lego could come up with that Disney probably doesn't have the intellectual capacity to even do anymore? All that kind of fun stuff. Let me know down in the comments. But otherwise, that's all I've got. So just remember, the Force will be with you always.